Looking for a healthy way to satisfy your chocolate craving? Try these vegan, adorable mini chocolate cherry cheesecakes by Karma Chow's Melissa Costello. Here's what you'll need. For the crust, 2 cups of macadamia nuts, a half a cup of shredded coconut, 2 tablespoons of raw cacao nibs, half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon of cacao powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of sea salt, 4 medjool dates pitted and chopped, and 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. For the filling, 2 1/4 cups of raw cashews soaked, 1/4 of a cup of melted cacao butter, 6 tablespoons of melted coconut oil, 1/4 to 1/2 cup of coconut water, a half cup of maple syrup, 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt, 1 cup of raw cacao powder, 1 tablespoon of pure vanilla extract, 1 10-ounce package of frozen cherries thawed. Let's get started.
Perfect. So we're going to make the crust first,
Okay.
and it's just basically made with macadamia nuts, which is really easy. So we're going to open up our food processor here, and you can dump the macadamia nuts right in there.
And I love that you're using macadamia nuts too.
Yeah, they have a lot of really good flavor. So we're going to put some coconut, shredded coconut in there. It's totally unsweetened and raw. And then we have cacao powder, because this is going to be a chocolate crust.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
And cacao powders, we know, full of antioxidants.
Full of antioxidants. And then some cacao nibs.
Love it. And this gives it a little bit of a crunch.
Yes. And then we have a little bit of vanilla, some chopped up dates, which will give it the stickiness to hold it together.
Right, and also the natural sweetness.
Exactly. And we have a teeny bit of maple syrup here. That's a little bit more stickiness and a natural sweetener, low glycemic,
Right, and
high
lots
in
of
minerals.
Perfect. Does that
Great.
look about right to you?
Looks good. So we're gonna basically grease these with a little bit of coconut oil, which I have right here. And you could just dip it in a paper towel and just grease the bottom. Good,
So cute.
Let's go ahead and put the crust in there.
I'm just gonna scoop into these little pans.
Yeah, you can just put about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch layer, and we're gonna press it down with our fingertips.
Perfect. I can smell the coconut.
Smells so good.
Oh, and I can feel that it's a bit sticky from the dates, right?
Exactly. So it's sticking together. Okay, so that's really easy how to make the crust. So next we're going to move into the filling. So the base of this is cashews, which I've soaked for about anywhere between 2 to 4 hours. And when you soak them, it actually helps them release some fat, so they don't have as much fat as normal. And then we have a little bit of, this is raw cacao butter that's melted. Then we have some maple syrup. Again, minerals, low glycemic sweetener. And this is coconut water. You can also use coconut milk if you want. Can't forget our sea salt.
We love that salty sweet.
And a little bit of vanilla. So I'm gonna blend this up. We'll add our cacao powder in afterwards. We could stir it in. And we gotta add the coconut oil in here. This is just melted coconut oil. Again, healthy fats.
Exactly.
This will actually help the cheesecake mold together. Give it a little bit more consistency. Great, so you want to blend this until it's nice and creamy.
Right, it looks very creamy.
Yeah, and when you have a little bit of a lower powered blender, you want to pour this into a bowl, and then we could stir our cocoa powder in. Because we don't want to burn our blender out.
Right, but if you have a high-powered blender, you could pour the cacao powder right into that blender.
Exactly. So that's our base, and then here's our cocoa powder. And just stir that up.
Kind of just stir it. And you want to just kind of fold it in.
Exactly. And also, if your mixture is a little bit too thick, you can always add a little bit more coconut water to it and give it a little bit more creamy consistency. And then we have some dark cherries here, which I buy frozen usually.
Okay.
And they're just usually sweet dark cherries, which are great. And we're gonna fold those right in. And that will actually help a little bit with the consistency too because of the liquid.
Right, the juice.
Yes. Great, so do you wanna go ahead and scoop those into the little crust pans?
I'd love to. You just kind of fill it up.
Yeah, just fill it up, maybe leave like a 1/2 inch on the top.
These are so adorable, these little pans.
And then you have enough for 2 more here.
Here we go. Pop it in the freezer.
Yep, pop it in the freezer and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to firm up and then you can serve it.
Can't wait to try them.
Yeah, they smell really good.
All right, so these have been in the freezer for about 30 minutes, so they've hardened.
Yes. So we're gonna give them a try. And also, we love these little pans for today, but you can use a cheesecake pan too, which the bottom drops out and then you can actually put it on a plate.
Perfect, these are so adorable. We're just gonna eat them right out of here. Let's try it.
Let's give it a try.
I love the consistency. my God.
The cherry
Wow.
gives it some juiciness too.
This is so decadent.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious. Really rich, too.
And it's good for you.
It is amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Good for you and decadent, too. I love it. We'll see you next time on Pop Sugar Fitness.